This is Leon Laroche with Trivium Writing, and in today's video, I want to talk to you about the Dream 100 for authors. The Dream 100 is a marketing strategy that consists in finding where your target audience is hanging out and getting to them either by paying your way to your audience or working your way to your audience. And this is a marketing strategy that I've learned from Russell Brunson, who is a marketing expert, the founder of ClickFunnels. But I believe that is a marketing strategy that he has learned himself from other mentors. So I'm not really sure where it comes from. We could do some research about it. All I know is that it is a very useful strategy to use with your book. It's something that I use in my business, but it's also something that I use for my books and clients' books. So essentially what we want to do is find hundreds of different places where our audience hangs out. And so you can do this again for your business, but here we're talking about how to do it for your book. So always think of your book as a business, and a business solves a problem in a unique way, and it's helping the world become a better place. And so you have something unique, a value proposition that you are putting out there and helping people with. So the first thing that I would want to do, and this is me personally, but I like to think about the different fields that are related to what it is that I'm writing about, that my book is about. And so, for example, the book that I'm currently writing has to do with writing. I'm sorry, it doesn't have to do with writing. One of the few books that I write that doesn't have to do with writing has to do with politics, personal development, psychology, philosophy, and that is about it. So I would put all these different fields in this column so that I know that I can go and look at all these different locations for all these different fields. And you know, you can go really deep into the rabbit hole here, and it's already going to take you a while to create this whole list, but it is going to be very useful. The first thing that you want to do is find the associations that gather the people in your audience. For example, it could be an industry, it could be business, it could be coaches. There are a lot of associations that offer, professional membership. And so they already have your audience. It's a really easy way. And then you can reach out to them, see if you can offer some sort of partnership, if you can add value to them. And then eventually down the line, they may, add value to you either by promoting your book or anything like that. You could even, give them free copies of the book, perhaps in exchange for a free speaking engagement, whatever it might be. You have to get creative about how you use these locations or these entities that gather your target audience. But the associations is a really great place to start. Then website, we want to find out which websites does our audience visit, so that we can either maybe get promoted on their email list, maybe we can, run an ad on their website, maybe we can offer a blog post, a guest blog post. There are all kinds of ways to partner with these websites in order to promote ourselves. And like I said, you can either pay your way, you can work your way, you can have it for free if you build a genuine relationship and offer some value. Takes longer, or you can pay your way through advertisement. That's also a good option depending on your budget. Then you'll want to use the forums and boards, and really the forums and boards, this is mostly where you can find answers to questions. This is where you can really get into people's psyche and understand what they need, and that can help you in the writing, but it can also help you in the marketing. And so that can give you a lot of market intelligence. Depending on the forum, you might be able to promote the book there, depending on the board as well. But you don't necessarily expect that you can sell in a forum. Now you have Facebook groups. Facebook groups, we often say, are the future of marketing. If you find groups that really align with your topic, you may be able to either promote it if you make contact with the admins of the book of the group, and but maybe not. Maybe you can just write content and attract people and get people to either buy a copy of your book, or send them somewhere where they can be where they can enter a funnel where they will get sold the book later on. Facebook influencers, they can be useful in terms of creating partnerships, in terms of targeting people. If your audience follows Tony Robbins or maybe Robin Sharma, then you can target them with Facebook ads if you're going to do any paid advertisement for your book. Now, you can do the same with Instagram influencers. The cool thing about Instagram influencers is because the platform is very picture-based, you can do a paid promotion with them. They can promote your book. You could send them a free copy. They read it. You pay them some money, and then you essentially you get them to do a post about it, and so people can buy your book. Now, you'll want to do podcasts as well. Podcasts are very underrated. You can advertise on podcasts, and apparently, I forget what the exact figure is, but I heard somewhere that people who listen to podcasts make more money, so they have more purchasing power. So you can advertise there. You can do that for your book. You can also do that for your business. Newsletter are huge as well. If you can find, newsletter with a good average click rate, if you have like a decent number of subscribers, then you can definitely sell a book. And you shouldn't expect like crazy percentages if you run a campaign, which you in all likelihood will have to pay for to the list owner. But you can, like I said, you can also work your way by building a relationship, by providing value as well to the other person. Then you'll want to do some research for Google keywords. You can do that with Google's tools. I'll put the description in the comments. So you have long keywords. Excuse me. You have long keywords, long tail, and short keywords. And so essentially, you find the keywords, and maybe it's how to write, and then the long keywords, they're going to be how to write a book and how to write something else. And so you can research that through Google's tools, and then you can use this if you're running Google campaigns. Now, with that being said, you don't necessarily need to run Google campaigns to benefit from that. But if you can see, what keywords are popular on Google, then you have a really good idea of what will attract your audience and what will help you sell the book to your audience. Now, blogs are super important. Blogs, you can get featured, you can get promoted in a blog, sometimes by paying, sometimes, for free. A lot of blogs have newsletters as well. You can contribute a guest post. You can ask somebody else to do a blog, a guest post. And so this way they send traffic to your website. And so that gives you and your book more visibility. Then you want to do 100 YouTube channels. And, the YouTube channels, what they do is they indicate you what kind of content people are wanting, and so you can do a keyword search on YouTube. And personally, I like to use Ubersuggest, which gives me Google keywords but also YouTube keywords. And so the YouTube channels, that's for content, that's what specifically for what people are looking for on YouTube, which is kind of like what Google keywords do, but it's just on the different platforms. Networks, I had written some stuff here, but essentially, if you are part of like courses, if you were a part of like a networking community, any kind of community, you should write these, and so you can get in touch with the organizers, tell them about your book, why it's important, and possibly organize something, maybe a talk, or maybe they will accept to promote your book in their mailing list or at their next event. They can let you maybe have your booth. There are all kinds of things that you can do. Really, the only limits are your imagination. Then you have public figures. So here I've got some example. Could be John C. Maxwell, Brendan Burchard, Tony Robbins, Sam Ovens, Russell Brunson. So these guys are in the consulting, marketing, personal development fields. You know, if you're going for like very famous public figures, it's going to be hard to get their attention. But, you know, not very long ago, where did they go? Oh, they got deleted. Okay. Not very long ago, Russell Brunson was a nobody, and then he started working with people like Tony Robbins. So it can happen if you do things right, if you take the time to develop relationships and so on. Then you have sources, and sources are really just places where people find information. Could be blogs, could be journals, could be YouTube, Forbes, Entrepreneur Magazine. It really depends on your demographic, and it really depends on the generation. So people have different sources of information. And so you have to figure out, so all these different sections will give you information about your audience, but it will also tell you where to target them and how to target them, because there are different strategies that can be used for every single of these sections of the Dream 100. But anyway, this is what the Dream 100 is about. This is how you can use it as an author. It's going to be another post with a lot of different strategies to promote your book, to use your book in your business. And but you will find the link to this spreadsheet in the comments, in the description of this video.